Hey, Riot podcast family.
We're getting closer to Christmas.
Christmas. Ding,
the snow's
ding.
falling down.
Christmas.
It's almost here.
Actually, where we record the show every day, well, and by record the show, I mean do the show live, and then we record it for you to listen to. It snowed again.
And it snowed, it seemed like more while we were actually doing this show. Like it got worse.
My morning commute was rough, and it got so much worse for other people out
for
there.
everybody else. So hopefully, if you're in an area where there's snow, it's nice and cozy. If you don't get snow in your area, then you never have to deal with that.
So in the podcast today, the Riot gets presents.
We do. Oh, it was so
We actually
sweet.
did. Like, we got actual presents. Someone shipped us presents.
It was so nice. And I mean, it was nicely shipped.
It was. It was wonderfully wrapped. And
it was like a work of art.
The other thing was, like, if you really listen to what they got us, they obviously listen closely to the show.
Really, really tailored to us personally. So that was
listen to the show.
So unexpected, so not like you don't have to, but very, very sweet.
So thank you to Jimbo and
Jamie. They're in New York.
So much. Also in the show today, what do we got here? Reasons you're waking up in the middle of the night. I do that all the time. Some facts about Disney World for Nikki. Who would you put in your Alexa device?
A lot of people had a lot of thoughts on that one.
They did. Let's see. Picard Season 2. Santa is coming.
I like that talk with Picard.
Santa is coming, and Santa is coming. There's a few Santa is coming stories. Some
Part
people
one, and then there's a second one.
There are people out there really getting ready for him. Lord of the Rings is looking for some weird-looking people.
Don't say it like that. Which is why we talk about it.
Yeah, well, like, it's that. You'll see. KFC French fries. And how do you know when your life is completely bottomed out? Like, you're absolutely at the bottom? You're stealing Pepsi.
No, you're stealing one
Pepsi.
It's even worse.
It is worse.
Compared to just saying you're stealing Pepsi.
You don't even have the ambition to think about being thirsty later.
When you're stealing Pepsi, I feel like it implies more, but it's just one can, and what happens?
No. We'll find out.
Don't forget to text us, 877-2RadioU. Say hello, let us know your name, and if you're a podcast listener, from where. And then just as a reminder, as we're getting closer to Christmas, we're also getting closer to our Riot Ugly Christmas Sweater Party. It's a special Riot show that you guys can actually watch while we do that on Facebook. It'll be on Thursday. That is on the 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific at RadioU or RadioU Riot. Either Facebook page, you'll be able to watch it there.
All right. Well, okay, we haven't really talked about it, but, like, are we going out Wednesday?
Tomorrow? You want to go get snacks? Tomorrow's Wednesday.
I mean, there's only so many days.
I know. Like, what day do you think it is tomorrow? What day do you think it is today?
I don't know what day it is. It's whatever day comes between Monday and Tuesday.
I was planning, if you want to, we can definitely do that. We
probably should.
We have a meeting, though, in the morning to get ready for Thursday, and then we have our staff Christmas party. So if we can put it in between the two, that should be perfect.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry.
We can do it.
I know we can. I know. You know what?
Some people's jobs are like, can we get the report done in time? I don't know. And here it's like, can we
go to the store in between eating and setting up the cameras?
At the Christmas party? Oh my gosh, prayers, please. I think we can.
You know what? I feel good about it.
Good.
And I'm glad we had this talk.
Thanks so much for listening today.
Thanks for your continued support. Bye.
If it's louder than it has to be and way worse than it has any right to be, it must be the worst of the Riot on RadioU.
Just to be clear, it's not actually Christmas Day.
I know, in case you're like, oh, when did I wake up?
I did it!
It's the Riot.
I wanted to sleep until Christmas and it worked!
The whole season's gone.
No. It's that's just something you say.
You should be all right.
But we do have presents!
Yay!
This is the biggest box we've ever received.
And it's a quality box. It's like not a reused one where they bought that box.
For us. Now,
so what was their name?
It's from Jimbo and Jamie in New York.
Aww.
So thank you to them. Just the fact that you spent bank
on the
shipping this to us. I just want you to know we're already not worth what you spent on the box and the shipping.
Listen, you could have just shipped us the box. That would have been, an honor.
Look
just
at
to receive
the quality of the packing.
I know. They must have gone to like a box place or something.
Okay, so we got Lucky Charms.
Everything is so wrapped up.
Okay. Yeah, like it's impressive. So
Do you
we
want
got
the
the
scissors again?
cinnamon vanilla Lucky Charms, which I don't believe we've had. Exotic blend vegetable chips. That's for you.
I'll take that. I like vegetable chips.
That's for you. And then there's some Oreos. Man, these are wrapped so much I seriously can't tell what they are.
We should have unwrapped them all.
Well, I mean, there's a little...
Guys, normally our RIOT stuff is more like thrown into a box.
Something, yeah.
With maybe some I don't know, old wrapping paper, old printer paper.
I still can't read it.
You still can't get it. I think I see something green.
Wait.
What is it?
5 Oreo Joy, 5 cool winter designs.
Yay!
And then, Nikki, there is wait, what is that?
Oh, hello. I know what that shape is. Is that a cup?
They have a gift for you, Nikki.
There's a cup in there.
It has your name on it.
Oh, thank you, guys. It's like Christmas already.
And what? There is a wrapped gift in here with your name on it.
Oh, wow. Oh, my
That's
goodness,
probably
you
the
guys.
one that has the...
You guys are
there's one for me, too.
Hey, you guys are so cute.
What?
Oh, my gosh. We never get this sort of love, guys. Oh, it's a cup. Thank you so much.
There's a Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's so cute.
Shut up. How did they do that? Do you remember when I told you I hadn't seen any of the Maze Runner movies?
Yeah. Oh,
are you gonna... a digital code for them. How did they even find that? All right, well, whatever.
Oh, thank you guys so much for sending so much.
There's a letter. A surprise gift for Nikki and a surprise gift for Obadiah. Just because she really needs more of these, I thought the description was fitting. A surprise Christmas gift for Obadiah because I saw it and my brain immediately thought of you, so I had to get it for you. The exotic blend chips. They're her favorite chips, or I guess their favorite chips from Aldi. Cinnamon vanilla Lucky Charms, future food fight item. And a digital code for Obadiah, the Maze Runner trilogy.
That, I think, is the best. They really pay attention.
They said it came with the Blu-ray they bought last year.
You guys are reusing. Oh, my gosh. There's so much wrapping.
This is something. So, well, you know what? Thank you so much to Jamie and Jimbo.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's see it.
It's a cup. So I got 2 cups. But do you want to see what it says? It says optimist. Because I'm a realist. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I'm carrying that around.
That's amazing.
Welcome to the family, my new cup.
How did you guys find one that says optimist?
Hey.
That's hysterical.
That's an amazing box right there. That is so
guys,
wonderful.
Thank you so much.
So nice. Well, I mean, that's a great way to come to work every day, isn't it? Get a couple cups.
I want to do this more.
I know. I want to do this every day.
Yeah. So, all right.
Because it's Christmas every day. It's Christmas this morning.
It was so nice of them. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. We really, really, really appreciate all that.
I didn't expect for there to be presents.
I know.
I just thought it was food.
And I guess we probably should have waited, but we were too excited. We had to open it all up.
The only morning show brave enough to say that Chicken McNuggets are part of a balanced breakfast. The Riot on RadioU.
So I don't know if you're like me, but man, the last few weeks, I'm up at night. Like, I just wake up in the middle of the night for whatever reason.
Technically, I think we're supposed to sleep the whole night. Like, you're not supposed to get up a lot. And it seems like everybody, and including us, we tend to just wake up a lot during the night.
Well, here we go, Nikki. I got a few reasons why we may be waking up at night.
Let's see how many resonate with us.
So here we go. Your room temperature.
Room temperature? Yeah, it happens.
The room needs to be cooler than you think it does for ideal sleep conditions.
Well, sometimes, though, it's a little too chilly, and I'll wake up, and maybe I didn't have the blanket on, and then you have to just warm up.
Yeah. Too many drinks. So they say that alcohol, while it can help you fall asleep, it keeps you in a level 1 sleep for too long instead of getting the deep sleep that your body really needs.
Does that cover just alcohol, or does it say like coffee too late in the day?
They're talking about just like straight up like wine before bed, which some people do. The thing they do note, though, I thought this was interesting, that they say it's not so much that you're not getting any deep sleep. It just makes you more likely to wake up like you're like too surface level. I don't know. So stressful thoughts.
That's a big one. You just can't turn your brain off.
Oh, it's
the worst.
I wake up. That's That's where I'm at right now. I'm waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning like, all right, we could actually get started right now.
But do you wake up because you went to bed, or it's just like you were thinking about it, or do you know it's bothering you enough to wake you up and you're immediately right back into it?
My theory is that my brain is so in tune with like the stuff that I'm needing to do, I can go to sleep, but I just assume I'm getting to a certain surface level in my thoughts. And so my brain is like, all right, let's get started.
We're ready. Wake them up now.
There are things to do, and man, that's the worst.
It's on top of it.
Like once my brain starts kicking in with the things that I need to do, I'm like, daggone it.
So these are some of the things that might wake you up during the night.
Sleep apnea.
So you're.
Yeah, I took that test. I'm good.
You're good. You passed.
I passed.
You don't have it.
Indigestion. Mm-hmm. So if you had a little something
too late
for bed and it's waking you up, and they say that you might not even know that that's what's waking you up, but it can still be something that causes you to wake up. Too much light in your room.
Yeah, that could be something.
Mm-hmm. And then oh, you'll love this, Nikki.
No, don't say electronic devices. That's always it.
Electronic distractions.
Of course. But that's not what's waking me up in the middle of the night.
So I know what you're saying.
I know it causes me to not go to sleep as early as I should, but how is that waking me up during the night?
I don't know the answer to
Unless
that.
people
and they
are getting,
don't really say. Like maybe they pick it up in the middle of the night,
or people are getting notifications and it wakes you up during the night.
Okay. So,
but outside of that, I mean, it is a distraction when I'm up, but it's not waking me up.
So it seems like you should probably put your phone in another room.
No, maybe the drawer. Like I have a nightstand. Maybe I should put it in the top part of the drawer.
My phone's my alarm. What I've been doing is when I go to bed, I turn it on airplane mode so that it cuts itself off from the outside world.
Because you're ready to travel to sleep?
That's right.
All aboard the plane.
That's right. I'm on the Sandman Express.
That's right. And to be woken up by whatever of those from the list.
It's a direct flight.
It is. No, you had to go through Atlanta. Maybe that's it. Atlanta's like the middle part of your sleep when you're getting up because we can't seem to get a direct flight.
You know what it could be? I mean, who can afford a direct flight nowadays?
Oh, not these days. No. You have to go through a hub.
It's true.
They even make morning people want to reach for the snooze button. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Nikki's like super rich. And we know this because she's going to Disney. It's either that or Nikki has sold a kidney and a lung and we just don't know it yet.
Well, you're feeling a little lighter. You're like, oh my goodness, something's different about you.
You know what? I lost 25 pounds.
Given plasma, sold some hair, it's fine.
Sold some hair. Like, basically, everything that my body can get rid of, I've sold it.
You do what you do, and then you go on vacation.
I'm in an immunocompromised state right now, but, I'm flush with cash.
No, I just had not been on vacation in a while. So now it's time.
Okay. Nikki, you've just worked the entire year without a break. What are you going to do? I'm going to Disney World.
Well, I'm not just going to Disney. I'm going to Orlando and a few areas around it.
Yeah, you're going to, like, the Lego thing, too, aren't you?
I think I'm doing that.
A Wawa?
New Smyrna Beach. I am totally going to a Wawa gas station.
I know you are.
And it's like, why? You don't need to know, guys. It's fine. They're amazing. And they have these amazing pretzels. And if you don't get there early enough, I miss out on them.
Yep.
I'm going.
Yep, it's real. So there is a girl named Faith. She's 19. She is a student from DeKalb, Illinois, and she was part of the Disney College program last year. And so she has a couple little items.
Little tricks and tips to go for Disney?
They're not so much tips, but they're little pieces of inside information you may not be aware of. For example, did you know that they don't sell gum anywhere inside Disney?
That's smart. Less to clean up.
That's exactly right. So while you can bring your own in,
you can't just have it there.
Nope. Animal Kingdom's bathrooms are the only bathrooms that have doors.
Like
wait. You immediately thought of stall. I saw the look on your face.
Like, wait, what? It's not like I remember. It's not the most magical place.
You go in, Nikki, and it's just a bunch of toilets in a circle. So while you're going, you have people to talk to.
It's great. It's kind of like when you go into there's certain dressing rooms, like at certain stores where they don't have doors. It's just all open.
Yeah.
And you walk in, you're like, this is the worst idea. Who thought of this up?
Why would I?
Where are the doors? But I get what you're saying, like when from the outside.
Yes. Do you know why?
Because it takes less time, then less problems with lines.
Animal Kingdom's bathrooms are designed to be shelters where you can hide from an escaped animal.
So it has the door.
So the exterior door on the bathroom, like all the other ones, it's like you walk around the corner and there's no door.
This needs a door in case an animal gets loose.
That's right.
Well, why do you have to have I know why you have to have the backup plan, but
it's okay. Animal Kingdom sucks, so you don't want to go there anyway.
Oh, no, I like animals, but I've never been there.
It seems really cool if you
can't afford to go to both, so you just can't go there.
It seems really cool if you don't have a zoo in your hometown.
We have a great zoo, so
exactly.
we're good.
And then you're like, we paid $180 to come to a zoo?
I know.
With an Avatar ride? This is the worst.
All right, just give the details.
Okay.
We don't have to give opinions. Let's just give the details.
Those are factual statements.
Those are factual statements, right.
Tower of Terror and Expedition Everest, their rides at Disney World, they are both 199 feet tall.
Oh.
The reason they are not 200 feet is because there is a Florida law that requires a blinking light on structures over 200 feet tall.
For planes and stuff. It's like our radio towers.
Yeah. Epcot's Living with the Land attraction produces over 30 tons of fruits and vegetables every single year.
I only go to Epcot when I go in the summer and it's hot and you need a place to cool down.
I had a blast at Epcot last time. There was food for days.
It's not as crowded. It's great.
Yeah. No, seriously. I was just like walking around eating food from different countries, doing shopping. I bought a Gundam toy from the Japan pavilion.
You did. Of course you did.
I totally did. So that's all I got so far.
Okay. Well,
I mean, they're just
none of that really helps me too much, but it's always good to know a little bit more of the behind-the-scenes stuff before you go to a place.
I'll tell you what you do. Google about the little hidden Mickeys. That could be fun.
I've seen some, yeah.
So you go around looking for all the little hidden Mickeys because, you've been there so many times. Now you're there for a scavenger hunt.
Hey, your friend did leave you something at Disney, remember?
Totally happened. Probably one of the best things that's ever happened.
The Riot is to your ears what all those energy drinks are to your liver.
For the love of God, please stop! I can only process so much.
The Riot, RadioU.
Look, let's face it. Samuel Jackson has one of the most unique, identifiable voices on the face of the planet.
Just his way of speaking, his tone.
It's not just his voice.
Would it be his cadence?
His cadence, his diction. All of that, it's very unique and spectacular, by the way. You just want to sit there and listen to him talk, which is what movies are.
I know, which is why people go see the movies. Not all the time his stuff, but he's there.
He doesn't. Not everybody is always hitting him out of the
park.
Not everything
is a
okay?
home run.
It's not.
Sometimes you just got to show up to the ballpark.
That's right. That's right, Nikki. So now you can bring Sam Jackson home if you have an Alexa device.
Oh, is he one of the voices?
Currently, I believe him to be the only celebrity voice that's available. He came available at the end of last week. And here's something I didn't know is that you have to pay 99 cents. So if you want one-time fee. No, every time you talk to him.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was a monthly rental.
No, but
don't talk to Samuel L. Jackson today. We already paid the 99 cents.
It didn't occur to me that it would cost more than one time. And when you asked, it was like, oh, that's a gold mine.
Feels like a subscription service to the voice for your Alexa device.
You're absolutely right. So here's where we are. They say 99 cents. And I was like, oh, he replaces Alexa. He doesn't. So Alexa's still there, and so you would have to say, let's see, what's the keyword? Whatever it is that fires up Alexa. Like, hey, Alexa, ask Sam Jackson if
And
blank.
then that starts him?
Yes. And so you have to have Alexa ask him. Now, you won't hear Alexa asking.
Sure.
But that's how you activate him.
Feels a bit like work. Well, because we talk for a living, so.
You're
a little
right.
extra talking here or there.
You're right.
But I don't have an Alexa device, so.
It's in my bag, actually. I think I'm supposed to. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I think I was supposed to give this to Chris.
Did you bring something in?
Yeah, I think he asked for it like a month ago, and I just put it in my bag.
Right on time.
You never.
You brought it.
Wait, is that a hockey puck? Nope, it's Alexa.
Oh, you brought one of those for him?
It's an Echo Dot. So, yeah. It's going to give that to.
Clean it off. A little dusty.
It gets a little dirty in there.
Sure.
In my bag. I throw a lot of things in there. But I'm sure it still works.
Just fine. Samuel, are you in there?
It's not plugged in.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah, okay, just.
I heard you're like 99 cents.
So this is my question to all of you, and I'm going to say that you can't choose the Riot because you probably suck up.
Well, you don't need to. We're free every morning.
If you could pay 99 cents to have a celebrity voice your digital assistant,
yes,
which celebrity would you choose?
Be?
Now, don't answer yet, Nikki. I want you to take a minute. Well, you seemed like you had an answer.
I have one.
You do?
I do have one.
All right. So I want you to hang on to your answer, and then we'll come back. You guys tell us what you would do. 99 cents, a celebrity, or, somebody, 877-2-RADIO-U. Text us or call us and let us know. Who would you have voicing your celebrity assistant?
Who do you want to be the person to remind you of your calendar events?
Uh-huh.
Talk to you nicely each day. Wake you up in the morning.
Who would it be? So 877-2-RADIO-U. Let us know.
One day, a heroic time traveler will go back in time to make sure none of this ever happens. Until then, it's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
So the idea is, if you could replace the voice of your digital assistant with a celebrity voice,
who would it be? So last week, Samuel L. Jackson was released for Alexa devices.
So let's see. Jerome says James Earl Jones. That's the voice of Darth Vader and Mufasa. AJ says Morgan Freeman. Joel says Terry Crews.
Ooh, he'd be great.
He would be a good one. Phil says Robin Williams with his many impersonations. Amanda says Patrick Stewart.
On Alexa?
Mm-hmm. Abby says Paul Hollywood.
Oh, from the baking stuff.
Yeah, but I've never thought he has like a very...
Oh, he does. I think it'd be fun.
Okay, John...
Especially if he was, kind of direct at you.
Sure. John says Bobcat Goldthwait. Whoa. You'd have to look him up if you don't know, but he's crazy. Samuel Jackson says Brian or Matthew McConaughey.
He'd be fun for when I needed to chill. Thank you, Brian.
Hey, Alexa, ask Matthew McConaughey how things are going. All right.
See, that's why they should use him.
All right, let's see. Oh, dude, I don't know who this is, but they said Jeremy Irons.
Who's Jeremy Irons?
Jeremy Irons is the guy that plays Alfred in Batman versus Superman. He's the guy who was the villain in Die Hard 3. He's understand none of that. He's in a ton of stuff. I'm not getting any of them right. I mean, anything that you'd like.
Sure.
Okay. Janet says Darian Morgendorfer from an MTV show.
Sorry, we don't know that.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Let's see. Emily also says Morgan Freeman. Melissa says...
Morgan Freeman seems to be like the main one.
Yeah, Melissa says the two of us, which, we're free. Andy says Bob Ross.
The painter guy.
Ooh, Alan Rickman. That's a great choice. He's Snape and Hans Gruber. James Earl Jones. Andrew says Yoda. Okay, yeah. Jake says Jarvis.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, but then it was just like...
That's enough. That's all I need. It's like, hey, what's my stuff today?
Julia says Colin Firth. Was that your choice?
Yes, it was. He'd be perfect. I'd pay more than 99 cents.
Andrew says Patrick Stewart, also another one. Lots of people getting in here. I was thinking about it, and I think I would most like a female British voice is what I was thinking. But then I realized what I really need. GLaDOS.
GLaDOS?
And you're like, what's that? If you go back to the game Portal, that's the voice that talks to you in Portal. And I think it actually is a British voice, but it was also the voice on Pacific Rim. If I played it for you,
I would know it.
You would immediately know what I'm talking about, but I can't find a sample of it.
Tammy says Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, okay. All right. I mean, I do notice that, that's fine. The GLaDOS voice is Ellen McLean is her voice. Let me see if I can, here you go. I got some GLaDOS voice lines for you, Nikki.
I can hear them, later.
Wait. Don't you want to?
Multi-purpose super cables consist of tightly rolled shower curtains and can be stretched over long
That's what you want for your assistant?
Yep. Oh,
That's the voice? Don't you think that would get a little old? Don't you think that would get a little old?
Well, you got to have it a little more. Jacob says, I would want Kate Beckinsale.
This isn't who we're having like crushes on, though. I feel like some people.
Is she going to come in every morning and wake me up? Me too. I want Kate Beckinsale to come in and wake me up every morning.
That's not what this is.
And then she's my assistant, and everything I need done, she takes care of it.
It's not a real person. It's just the voice for your. I feel like we're moving towards celebrity crushes.
We've moved past,
and now we're not really like. There's the James Earl Jones sort of side, and then there's like Chris Hemsworth. That's
Jason's like
side.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, Jason. I'm a little concerned. We've missed what we're really saying. So
she has a good voice, though.
She does.
And she has a great, a unique voice with a unique accent. I feel like that's what we're looking for.
All right, that's
Gordon
it.
Ramsay. No, I'll tell you what, that'd be beating you down before you even got started.
Things are never as bad as they seem, except when it comes to the riot. Then they're worse. They're always worse. It's the Riot on Radio U.
So, Nikki, we had we were asking people, like, hey, if you could have a digital assistant with a celebrity's voice, who would you pick? And several people said Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
You know, Patrick Stewart is well known as being Professor X in the X-Men films. He's also known as being Captain Picard from Star Trek The Next Generation and the upcoming Star Trek Picard.
So has that not aired at all? I saw stuff on it. I was like, wait, I kind of felt like it had.
No. It's hitting in January. And the good news is it's already been picked up for a second season.
Of course it has. It's not even aired, but of course it has.
Well, fingers crossed on this one. I hope it's good. I want it to be good. I am actively rooting for Picard. And I'll tell you what. I'll probably sign up for CBS All Access.
What are you saying?
I'm just telling you,
What are you saying?
As far as I'm concerned, No, you listen.
No, you listen to me. We're not supposed to add any more streaming services. You promised.
But I'm taking some away. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, we're here to tell you no.
Nikki, I need it.
Why are you signing up for it? Isn't there any other way?
Well, I mean, yeah, I could steal it. How's that make you feel?
Borrowing?
Do we have to use words like steal?
Can't you just go to a friend's house who has it and just see it each time?
It's catch and release. It's like fishing.
Yes, you're not actually keeping it.
Oh, Lord, help us. Well, here's the thing. They've hit the spot. That to me is like
even
Star
more
Trek.
than the Star Trek show that they did.
I didn't care for it.
You didn't
much.
like that one?
Not really. Enough to where I never went back to it. But the idea, like Captain Picard, okay, now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere.
That'll do,
That'll do.
As you sign up for something else.
Maybe. So either it went well enough or in reality, he wouldn't sign on for less than 2 or 3 seasons and they're just now announcing it.
That's kind of how it is. Because if you look back, what was the Jack Ryan one?
Yes.
All right. So Jack Ryan got picked up for its second season before the first season aired.
Right.
And you're like, oh, big surprise. Because in order to get some of the bigger names, you usually have to guarantee 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So that's why they do that.
So it looks like that premieres the first one January 23rd, CBS All Access. And it looks like they're doing a second season, and it will be a 10-episode second season.
Well, you'll have something to look forward to then. January can be a bit boring in the entertainment world, so you at least have that.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm on board. The only thing is, remember, no one's going to remember, but I'll say it anyway. Remember like 3 Januaries ago when I was like, hey, they're doing another X-Files show, and it was the worst.
They did a TV show?
They did. It was like a 6-episode thing of the X-Files, and it was just like, what? Why is this bad? Why is it this bad? And I watched 2 episodes. I gave it 2 episodes, and I was like, I won't.
Can't watch anymore.
And that was on broadcast TV. Crap.
Well, this is fine.
The Riot really wanted to do this live, but now they can play video games and eat rice cakes instead. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
I don't know if you guys got the memo, but someone is on the way. His name, Chris Kringle, one Santa Clausen, and he is headed to a chimney near you.
Almost to Christmas.
That's right. I had some friends that they didn't have a chimney, and so their mom would put out the Santa key.
Yeah.
It was a special key that was left outside that allowed Santa entrance into the home, which is absurd because we all know that Santa uses his Santa magic to make his own way.
But,
So,
each house is different.
But I guess it made my friend feel better that there was a Santa key, right? But obviously, you don't need a Santa key when you got a chimney, and which is what we learned when this unnamed man decided that he needed to get in a house, and he went down the chimney.
Did he use the Santa key? No, he used the chimney?
He used the chimney.
Wouldn't you be scared to go down the chimney? I don't think anybody would. I didn't think we'd fit.
After Gremlins, I'd be terrified.
Oh, are they in chimneys? No?
Don't you remember the scene in Gremlins?
No.
Have you never seen it?
I don't think I have.
The original Gremlins?
No.
Okay, that wasn't that movie that they were like, oh, this is for kids. And you end up in a room watching it, and then you're like, I can't sleep for a whole year.
Oh, I don't recall that.
She tells this, is it Phoebe Cates? She tells the story of how her dad didn't come home for Christmas that year, and they were looking for him. And
was he in the chimney?
He was in the chimney.
Oh my gosh. What are you telling me that for?
Only I needed you to re-experience my childhood.
Don't share that stuff.
What?
Keep it. Put
Spoilers?
It back in.
You were going to watch it this Christmas?
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers!
My goodness. No, I think I would have felt happier today if I didn't hear that storyline.
Well, it's not real.
Like your dad doesn't come back, and that's sad.
But he was there the whole time.
And he was there, and he didn't actually leave you, but you thought he left you.
Yeah.
Oh.
He didn't make it.
Well, yeah.
Okay, all right. Just making sure you're okay.
I assumed if he's in the chimney.
Well, in this particular case, the guy did make it. Tucson, Arizona. Why you would have a fireplace in Tucson?
It gets chilly at night.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes it's in the 70s at night.
It is.
So you got to build a fire for that. So they say neighbors began hearing somebody going, help.
Hello?
Hello? Help.
Muffled.
Mm-hmm. And so,
thank goodness he got out. I mean, we've read some unfortunate stories where people don't.
He didn't get out on his own.
Well, they had to get him out.
They had a party for him. They invited all the first responders, had them all come out.
See, I don't like people to draw attention to me, so I'd be totally disappointed that everybody has to come to get me out of the chimney.
Yeah. Well, they got him.
Do they push you down or pull you out?
They pull you out.
They pull you out.
I do have a great photo here, though, with the man's legs hanging out of the firebox.
He was trying to go break into the home to steal items?
No one was living there, so...
Why don't you just break a window or the door?
Well, Nikki, the chimney, it's just a hole. You just go right in.
Just say, hey, come on in.
Ain't no thing.
I still think that we would look at the chimney and go, no, I don't think I can do that.
Well, you know what, Nikki? You and I are not taking the sort of mind-expanding drugs that this individual probably was.
Oh, yeah, he's probably on something.
Or maybe he was just...
A little liquid courage to get down the chimney.
Something like that.
Are people really still listening to the Riot? You don't have work to do or laundry to fold or literally anything else to do? The Riot, Radio U.
Oh, there's a special man, Nikki. There's a special man. He's coming to town. He might already be here.
Well, that takes a dark turn, but...
They've always been here. So we just found out that a man went down the chimney, obviously preparing a way for Santa. That was in Tucson, Arizona. And now we've got another man preparing the way for Santa in Sparta in Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Bunch of cheeseheads.
Insert 300 reference. It's fine. Sparta.
Woman comes home from wherever the heck she's been.
Cheese.
Eating
cheese.
With her dogs, apparently. And the dogs run up to a closet and begin barking. And they just bark and bark at the closet. And she's like, something's wrong. So she goes and gets a family member, and they both go to the closet. She tries to open it. She can't get it open. Mm-hmm. Other family member tries to open it. Then they both give it a real tug, and that's when they realize there's someone on the other side of the door.
Whoa! And
is
it Santa?
The person on the other side of the door goes, ho, ho, ho.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No.
Ho, ho, ho.
Points for creativity.
He told them that if they opened the door, it would ruin their Christmas surprise.
But it was someone who broke in. What a way to hide. He gets
love it so much.
I think because he's so creative, he should get half off whatever his sentence is.
Yeah. So, Then this is crazy. So he ends up, apparently, the police were already looking for him because they had tracked his footprints in the snow to another garage. They got the entry code and they kept opening. This is so crazy. They got the entry code to open the door. Then he kept closing it.
Oh, so he would just pull it shut so they couldn't get it.
Yep.
That's the point where you just wish it would go away. You know, you're like, I'm in this trouble. I just wish everybody would leave.
Just go.
Just go, please. I know I've done wrong.
I know. But, Nikki, he's
in trouble.
Well, he's Santa.
I don't think he is.
He's getting ready for... He's a Santa in training.
No. Remember we talked about there's some good Santas out there, like official ones in the network.
You're right.
And then there's some bad ones that are not actually official Santas.
So witnesses and even the police are like, yeah, we don't think this guy was dangerous. He just was...
I don't know what else there is.
He was
just stealing.
He was stealing things. Well, okay, but you know,
and you can't steal Picard, the TV show, and this is harmless stealing.
Okay, that's a good point, Nikki. Thank you.
I mean,
now I feel good about pirating stuff. Well, you know what? It's one of those things where burglary does not necessarily equal assault.
No, if he's,
so sometimes people would steal something from you, but they wouldn't hurt you.
If they would violently steal.
Sometimes they're just
gently.
This guy, see, I just feel like this is a matter of being misunderstood, and he just needs retrained, whatever.
Educated?
Yeah, because I feel like if we took him and we're like, hey, obviously you have a couple of key phrases down. You're a mall Santa.
You could totally do that.
You're just in the wrong vocation. We're going to teach you how to mall Santa, and you're going to do great.
I don't think you're allowed to if you've made some other choices to be a Santa.
Yes, okay.
They probably say
they do
no
background checks?
I think they do. I think they do.
You think they do, but I'll tell you, there are a couple of malls out there. I don't think they're doing background checks. So we just need to find this guy the right mall.
Small town.
You know, they've got a couple of malls. They got a new one, but there's the old one. Just looking for a little help.
Needs to be torn down.
Using advanced technology, we've digitized and transcoded Obadiah and Nikki into a purely digital format. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Now, are you not looking like everyone else? Here we don't use words like normal.
Are you
because
have your
that
own
implies
sense of
abnormal,
style?
Which we don't do. Do you have some physical attributes that are not mainline attributes that maybe not everybody has?
That make you more special?
Are you do you have what they call a flawed face? Are you missing teeth? Do you have wrinkles? Do you have body hair in places that maybe, you shouldn't? Or wait, nope.
That's wrong.
Is not
not classic. Classic look.
Are you really tall? Are you really short? Do you have, and I quote, a wonderful nose? Wonderful, it's a little different. Then they're looking for you on the Lord of the Rings TV show.
I know. My gosh.
I know. It's
man, way to really make it bad.
Here's what I was...
You'd be so excited to be an extra like on the show, and then is it because you were chosen because of your look? Or do they add... I always thought they'd add makeup and...
Well, they do, but this is not uncommon for shows that are quote-unquote fantastical. They'll put out casting calls for like, hey, are you super tall? Are you super... Like this.
This is everybody?
Yeah. So
the
like
everyday person?
We are looking for people that are left of center. Like we want some people that, just look different from everybody else. And that's the thing I can't decide is... Would I feel good about that or bad about that?
I don't know. It depends on what sort of day we were having. Are we happy with our look? Are we unhappy? And then to get the call that you made the casting, is that a bonus or is that just the tip of the iceberg?
Bro, we have never seen ears like yours, and we are just going to put little points on them, and you are so an orc, right?
You're totally the look we were wanting.
You got to have a sense of humor about it. They come in and they're like, oh, you already put your makeup on.
No.
Just kidding. You look terrible, but we're so going to hire you right now.
I mean, I assume this is for background people, so I wouldn't think.
Oh, yeah. No, this is not for the main cast, of course, so because they only need the top 0.001% of beauty for the main cast.
That's the beautiful people. Everybody else, you're back far enough that you're okay.
There's part of me that's excited about this because I'm just like, yeah, all right. Like, There's room for me in Lord of the Rings.
You could do it. John texted right. He said, I feel like if you're auditioning for movies, you kind of have to own how you look, and you play off that.
That's a really good point, actually.
But again, this is like for the extras where you're like, I think I'd like to do that for the day. Make a couple $100, you're done.
Hey, man, like, I would like to make a couple of $100. So if that means that they're making fun of my crooked arms and my
celebrating
very large head.
Nope, they're celebrating
I would call it a disproportionately large head, but my body's big too.
Are you supposed to feel honored if you don't get cast as the background people? Like, are you too pretty?
I don't know, but I love that.
I'm not sad at all.
Hey, you know what,
I don't
guys?
fit that look.
I was too good looking for that.
Wee!
That's pretty exciting.
Or are you in between where you're just not one, not the other? You're just a normal, standard beauty.
You're fine?
Yeah, you just look okay.
Fine, I guess.
So where are they casting it at?
They are casting, you know what? That's a good question, and I don't know the answer.
I was just curious where they were filming the Lord of the Rings TV show at.
They're filming it in New Zealand. Yeah. So, okay, you got to move, but whatever.
You wanted to see it anyways.
You know what? You've been rejected here. Go there and get accepted.
You've got the perfect look.
And you know what? We can go together.
If you were a Lord of the Rings fan, that would be an awesome opportunity.
We can go together. I'll go and...
just take the year off. Find yourself. Just tell everybody that's what you need to do.
Oh,
Go travel. Go travel. Find yourself there and be in the TV show.
Nikki, I want to find myself.
You can do that.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. This is all very exciting. And I am looking forward to becoming an extra in Lord of the Rings.
Make sure they tell you got the part first and see what you
like
have.
Before I shave my head or something?
Before you go quit everything and go take that year off.
Well, you know what? Okay, it's fine. But I'm finally going to be able to put some of my natural attributes to work.
You're listening to a morning show hosted by two people who absolutely despise getting up in the morning.
Will you give me a break one time?
The Riot, RadioU.
French fries? Let's see a show of hands.
Yes.
How many? Come on.
Woo!
Wait, you know what? Me too. Just
Wave
throw
them
your hands in the
around.
air.
All
Just
of
throw
them.
your hands in the air.
And any day, every type, all fries. Yes, yes, yes.
I love French fries, right?
Just wonderful.
It's like, let's just eat them right now.
I can't say, well, you must just love potatoes. Not necessarily. I just like fries. I like how they do it.
Mm-hmm. So it appears that KFC, who does...
Waffle fries.
I like a waffle fry.
Sounds really good.
I like the little apartments they build for ketchup.
It is. It's a nice structure.
Yeah, it's good. So there at the old KFC, you got mashed potatoes and you got potato wedges. But you don't have a standard French fry. And KFC says that they are ready, like mad scientists in the lab.
They're ready to make them be nationwide, but they're testing them now still in certain markets.
Oh, okay. So what they have
Oklahoma City and Roanoke, Virginia.
KFC has got French fries that are seasoned with the secret recipe, the same recipe you find on the chicken.
Generously coated in the recipe seasoning for a KFC taste.
Well, and they're like, well, we don't know if people will care. Let me tell you what. At least one time, I'm going to care.
You're going to try it?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to try this. Definitely.
I don't care about anything else, but I'll care about this.
Well, I care about other things.
Well, it's just a statement, You're at the KFC place, not in the world.
I know,
I don't care about anything else at KFC.
But when you say it like that, I feel like you're,
Just mean everything.
Yeah.
I'm not being an optimist.
Just like your cup says.
I know.
You got a mug today that says optimist.
Someone sent it to me for Christmas. It was amazing.
It is amazing. So, yeah, dude, like they're going nationwide. Secret recipe fries. I'm in.
No one knows, though, if it's I assume it's not going to replace the potato wedges.
No, those are classics.
So it'll just be another addition that you can choose. And people aren't sure if it's going to be nationwide for a limited time or just a new added menu item. They haven't given those details.
Man, and there's so much variety at KFC. It's like, am I going to have the chicken or the potatoes? Which one is it? I can't decide.
On the other side, you have like Jack in the Box, where it's like, here, what can we make you out of these billion items? So
how about a deep fried taco? What do you think?
We could do that. We can do egg rolls. We can do pizza rolls. Like, we can do everything.
Now, that's, of course, Jack in the Box, not KFC.
It's different.
So word is they're going to be doing their nationwide rollout on that.
Now, we've not tried it yet, but it's in Oklahoma City and Roanoke, Virginia.
Why not a road trip? Why not?
If you're looking for all the funny moments you missed during the riot, we apologize. You won't find them here. There weren't any. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
All right, Nikki, the most downloaded app of the decade.
Of the decade?
The decade.
Well, I saw on the list. It's Facebook.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I guess want to play it off like, gee, I wonder, what is it?
Who is it?
I probably would have chosen Facebook anyways, but it makes sense.
It does make sense. It's wild, though, right? Like, to think that the most downloaded is Facebook. And if you take a look, they own 4 out of the top 5.
I'm more curious about the rest of the list.
So out of, like, Facebook is 1, Facebook Messenger is 2.
And it's not this year, decade.
Yeah. WhatsApp is 3, Instagram is 4. So Facebook owns all of those. At number 5 is Snapchat. At number 6 is Skype. Skype is the 6th most downloaded app of the decade.
But it could have been way more popular earlier in the decade because people use that so much more before Facebook added its stuff. And every social media app added its own version of it. And now you don't need it anymore.
That's true. Okay, so TikTok, that's at number 7. See, that's had a real up. TikTok.
Absolutely.
In the last year. The UC browser.
Uh-huh.
It's from the Alibaba group, so it must be very popular somewhere else.
Yeah, not here.
YouTube is at number 9, and then Twitter is at 10.
Makes sense. It's all the big ones.
So those are the top 10 downloaded apps of the decade worldwide, and that's according to App Annie, which they analyze apps.
It's kind of in the name.
That's what they do.
Well, that's cool, though. Again, makes sense. That's all the big ones.
Yeah, it is. So I do have WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger installed on my phone, and Instagram, and Snapchat, and YouTube and Twitter.
And YouTube and Twitter.
But not Facebook. Oh, no, not that one.
That's the one you took off. Did you take it off for privacy reasons, or?
No, I got tired. Like, it seemed like no matter how many times I would go in and turn off the notifications or whatever, my Facebook was constantly just pinging my phone. And so I have the Pages manager installed so that I can handle RadioU stuff. I have the Facebook Messenger, everything but Facebook I have installed. But, Nikki, that's the business.
That's you drawing a line.
Oh, yeah.
You really told them.
I showed them.
The whining, the loathing, the insightful commentary on postmodern historical doctrine. Okay, maybe not the last one. You're listening to The Riot on RadioU.
Some things that I've learned in my time here on The Riot. I'm going to share one of them now, and then I think we can learn another one together. But the first one is you don't do any robbery in any kinds of snow or let me do this another way. You want to make sure that your shoes are clean if you're going to rob something.
Because they'll track you down.
Yeah, because you absolutely will. And we got a guy here. This particular one is in Florida. He stopped in Mulberry in Florida.
Does that sound nice?
Aren't you about to go to Florida?
Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Oh, I think it does.
It does.
I think these are the kind of people that you're going to visit, Nikki.
Is it?
Between this guy and Carl.
One of our listeners.
Who lives in Florida.
He's there.
He's a real agitator, Nikki.
In Mulberry?
Oh, yeah. So, I
just thought that was a candle. Scent.
They got video of this guy going into, this is so ridiculous. He goes into a convenience store and grabs himself a Pepsi. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't want to pay for it. So he's grabbing the Pepsi. He's just going to walk out. I didn't even know they could do this. The clerk hits a button and locks the door.
Really?
So the guy can't get out.
Wow.
With the Pepsi.
I didn't think you could do that, too.
I mean, maybe not every place has that.
This is a nice convenience store.
I saw the video. I'm not sure how nice it is, but they definitely have a lock.
Maybe it's a necessity to not only keep someone in, but to save you if someone's trying to come in to keep them out.
Yeah. So they ended up, the guy, the door's locked. The guy goes over, grabs I believe the fire extinguisher and begins banging on the door, trying to break the glass.
Sure.
And eventually the clerk just hits the button, unlocks the door so he can get out because he's breaking the door. Police found him 2 blocks away. They had found a little trail, and he was just sitting there drinking a Pepsi.
Boy, all that for one drink. For a Pepsi.
That's the thing.
For
all right.
A Pepsi.
First off, Pepsi is trash.
Else?
Pepsi is trash. At least grab 2. I mean, if you're going to
grab... You're going to jail for that.
Right. you're gonna go. So like, at least get 2. Get a 12-pack.
Get something.
I mean, then again,
have a
maybe
little bit more initiative, will you?
Then again, maybe when he ends up in front of the judge, he's just like, Your Honor, I just needed a drink.
Maybe if you steal under a certain amount, then it's less.
It's okay.
Well, like it's less of a thing.
Well, if it's like something like, my family was hungry, I stole this bread. So it's like that, except I was so thirsty, I needed this high fructose corn syrup beverage.
I don't know who would be stealing the Pepsi. I feel like he grabbed the wrong one and just had to commit to it.
I feel like it's a sign of 1, mental instability, and 2, true desperation.
Wow.
To steal Pepsi.
No, I think Pepsi needs to get on this. They need to pay his lawyer fee, get him out, and get him into the company somehow.
It's not a
Change
bad
his
idea.
life.
Change it. Yes. Yes. Like, all right, now listen, sit here. For the first couple days, you're just allowed to have as much Pepsi as you want. We want you to feel safe, and then we'll start talking to you about the job.
About what we can do.
Okay, so just enjoy your Pepsi there, buddy.
Sometimes I watch, there's a ton on YouTube of, people who try to steal drinks from convenience stores. And man,
so that's like a thing?
It's totally a thing. And then they just post them
why would it not be?
There's channels dedicated to it. And some are just super casual, like they just pop it in their shirt or in their pants or something and walk out. And it seems like clerks are usually pretty sure when someone's stealing something.
Yeah.
Or I never think you should do this, but they go back and forth. Like they're just in there for too long. They're stealing this, they're stealing that, where I would have thought you just grabbed it and you just go. Like just leave. But they
Smash and grab?
Yeah, but they just stay there and they think no one's noticing.
Oh, they notice.
They do. They absolutely notice.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh no! I missed it! Do it again!
You can hear us live every day on the RadioU network through the RadioU app or at riot.radiou.com.
Well, Nikki the Chimney, it's just a hole.